Thanks for tuning into the NBA here on 2K Sports. Friday Hoops Fest coming up next. It's the Los Angeles Lakers going up against the Dallas Mavericks. And now let's toss it over to Kevin Harlan with the rest of the 2K crew. I'll catch you at the break.
Our starting lineups, a look at the matchups here and who we'll see for our starting five for both teams. First for Los Angeles, and for the Mavericks, Kyrie Irving is out there with Klay Thompson. And it's Davis in at the four-man position. There's the dish to Irving. Kicks to Thompson. Lets it go from deep. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Thompson's got the opening basket of the game for the Mavs.
Well, with him, what immediately comes to mind is the long-range shooting. I mean, he can knock down shots from anywhere, and of course, that forces the defense to locate him at all times.
And I don't think we can talk about him without also mentioning his tendency to just erupt and string together a bunch of baskets in a row in a real short period of time. Hey, you really can't say the Mavericks were a bad team last year. They were just a little below par compared to what we've been accustomed to. They just were not nearly as deadly offensively, and that's always a recipe for struggles in the West.
There's the pick. Irving kicks to Thompson. And it's out of bounds to the Mavericks as Dallas retains possession. And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, I spoke with the Lakers head coach. A big factor in this game, he said, is how well they do to contain the young shooter Klay Thompson, saying Thompson can really give you trouble coming off screens. We got to have all-out energy fighting to stay on his hip, and then we need to pressure on the ball handler to try and delay the pass. Kevin, both jobs are hard.
Always great to hear from you, Doris.
Tell you what, he is so difficult to guard, especially on a shot like that one.
And for the Mavs against the rest of the West, as you were just talking about, Clark, they went 24-28 against the rest of the conference. And while that is all right, Steve, it's not going to get you into the playoffs.
Not with the depth of this conference, Kevin. And I think you have to be at least 500 this year against the West to get in. The Mavs know this, and they've been a perennial playoff team for a long time. They just couldn't quite get everything together last season.
You know, last season, a lot of folks had the Lakers picked as the super team in the West, the team that would maybe challenge Miami and LeBron, but from the start, it just never was a cohesive group and really had one of the most disappointing seasons in the Lakers' history.
And that one's good.
D there, guys, was pretty much non-existent. I mean, you can't leave a good shooter like that open.
Here's Irving. Clark, as you said, the Lakers had a lot of lofty expectations put on them, but you never know what's going to happen when a team is put together. And, Steve, they just couldn't reach that bar that was set so high for them.
Yeah, the expectations were so high, Kevin, but injury issues cost them all season long. Nash, Howard, Powell, and, of course, Kobe with the Achilles at the end of the year. And that unit only started 7 games all season together, so they never really were able to develop any chemistry.
Well, you know, you look at LeBron James, maybe more than any other player in NBA history, he's great in a way that transcends position. Size, skill, savvy, know-how. I mean, he's got it all.
And we can talk about LeBron's ability to really play any position on the floor. When you look back, has Steve there ever been a player you could say that about?
I'm not sure if you could say that about both ends of the floor. I mean, there's a lot of great defensive players who could guard everybody, Scottie Pippen or Dennis Rodman. Offensively, Magic Johnson could play any position he wanted, but to be able to do so at both ends is what separates LeBron James.
The defender a little hesitant to offer resistance as he bursts to the hoop.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. LeBron James on the wing. LeBron right side. Davis with the block. Outside Irving.
That's his first personal foul. 14 foul.
And Davis, here we go. Count the bucket.
That finish brings me back to the old days, the silky smooth finger roll.
Feeds to Hayes. He passes it to Reeves. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. The tray. LeBron, no good. Mavericks leading by 3. Guys, this offense very effective.
Going right at him.
And this is where you just start picking apart the defense, and now you take their confidence away. You can really take control of this game.
Here's LeBron after the made shot from Klay Thompson. Higgins off target from outside. For Dallas, they've gotten only 1 of their first 6 shots to fall today. Irving kicks to Thompson. And a miss there on the triple.
Almost surprised that he had that much room to work with.
Lakers trail by 5. LeBron right side. And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That is his first foul of the game.
Tough call there and a tough break for the defense.
But, you know, I think you could still see him kind of sliding in there. I don't have a problem with the call.
Now here's LeBron. Three-pointer. Kyrie Irving with the rebound. Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. The shot is good from Washington.
They've worked hard and created great chances for themselves in this opening quarter.
Well, if they can match that effort at the defensive end, look out.
And here is Los Angeles now. They trail by 7. Thompson outside with the lead pass, and that one's good.
Now that is a quick bucket. Pretty good in transition.
That's right. That's exactly right. He loves when he gets the chance to get out and run. That's when he's at his best.
Lakers trail by 9. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Here's Irving. Hammers it down off the post-to-post break.
These teams don't look like they belong on the same court today.
Yeah, it's pretty ridiculous to have a double-digit lead this early.
They need to stop this run.
I think it's time to switch things up, either by going to the bench or with a different look defensively.
LeBron with another miss.
Tell you what, boy, it's hard to watch when the guy gets good shots and misses them. He's missed everything this quarter.
Second foul of the first quarter. They're probably going to have to sit him down here to try to avoid number 3.
The Mavericks shooting their second and third shots at the line right here.
This last summer, the Mavs asked fans to submit some redesigns of their uniforms for future use. Always kind of neat to see when a team and organization reaches out for the fans' input.
So it's the Lakers now. It's a 13-point game. Here's Potapico. And again, the Lakers no good.
Things have kind of gone south for him here in the quarter.
Pass to Washington. Here's Stafford. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. He has 5.
I love the aggressiveness with their approach, pounding the ball inside, and it's working.
They are owning this game early. They are constantly finding lanes to the basket.
Shot's good. And back to the Mavs, definitely a big move by them to reach out like that. Nothing like bringing crowdsourcing to the NBA and building a bridge, Steve, with your fan base.
Kevin, I had a chance to see some of the designs of the uniforms that were being suggested. Some pretty sharp-looking duds, but there were some other ones that were absolutely hideous. So let's hope the decision makers in the Mavs organization pick some of the let's say the more clean-looking new uniform suggestions.
Now, here's Thompson. He has 7. The offensive rebound, Davis. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
Just seems like they're finding an open lane in the hoop every time down. That's 5 buckets in a row for them in the paint.
Yeah, on the flip side, Steve, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior.
From deep, LeBron. Good. LeBron's got 7 points in the game.
He gets another one. That's only his second make in 7 attempts, so a little bit of a struggle here to start.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Mavs.
Now, I'll tell you one thing. They've cashed in on a lot of these second-chance opportunities out there in the first half.
They also came out of the locker room with their running shoes on. I mean, their transition game has been full throttle.
Well, for the Lakers last season, it seemed there was so much turmoil throughout the year. Injuries, coaching-wise, changes in the offense. They never were able to really gain any momentum. They made a decent run at the end of the season, but that didn't carry over into the postseason when they were swept by the Lakers in the first round.
The pass to Hayes. Number 17 gets the 3-pointer to fall.
I think when you've got somebody that open on the perimeter, a good shooter, the kick-out's the only choice.
Thompson outside. Kept alive. Here's Stafford. Great D that time from Hayes. Lakers trail by 11. LeBron outside. Number 17. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. He's got 5. And I think going back to D'Antoni and the Lakers, that Howard and Gasol were made more than a little disgruntled with how Clark he made use or didn't make use of them offensively.
The Lakers brought in D'Antoni to try to emphasize Steve Nash and his role in the offense, but I think they neglected how that would affect the 7-footers. Didn't do a really good job of incorporating those guys, and when you got Kobe getting his shots, that's a tough dynamic to work through.
Big group substitution here for the Lakers.
Yeah, he's got one of those shooting strokes that never changes, guys. I mean, even if a defender's all over him, he just never seems to flinch. A great quality to have as a shooter.
And there's something else on his resume that can't be overlooked. Just how many times he's taken over at the end of close games and carried his team to the win.
The Lakers with the ball, down by 12. Again, Los Angeles.
Smith. Assist goes to
Marshall with it.
number 4.
The Mavs, like many teams, always aware of who the free agents are that might help them become better. And prior to last season, they made sure they got their finances in order to make a run at Darren Williams to bring him home to Texas. Didn't work out, but they did the same thing this last offseason.
Dallas making a switch here. That's also good. So he hits both free throws. And for the Mavs, they know that in order for them to remain competitive and not go through a traditional rebuilding phase where they're going to finish at the bottom for a few years, Steve, they're going to have to lure some free agents.
And one way or another, their top brass has always made sure that they would be able to move contracts around and make an offer to whatever big-name player was out there. But think about it. The last 2 years, they had unlimited cap room, unable. Oh, look out! I couldn't have dreamt of a much better start than what they've had here today.
Everything's worked, especially offensively, and what a lead they have already to show for it.
The shot. No luck. And the Mavericks going the other way now. Dinwiddie passes to Martin. Gets it to go. And the Mavericks lead by 14.
This defense has been way too soft early on. They've got to start playing with some energy.
Steve, do something, anything to throw their shooters out of rhythm is what's got to happen here. These defenders are putting up very little resistance to the three-point shot.
And it's killing them. That's 4 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been three-pointers.
And that one's good.
They still have a lot of time to get back into this game. They got to do a better job of limiting the second chance points.
Number 55. Offline with his three. Dallas leading by 13. Here's the teardrop. And that one's good. Dinwiddie's got his first points of the game. And Los Angeles guys shooting in this first quarter around 38%. They're looking a bit creaky out there. Number 17 drains the three-pointer.
Man, he has been their unquestioned leader offensively this quarter.
Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. The feed to Marshall. Ball's knocked loose. Number 4. They get it again. Passes it to Vincent. Lakers passing it around. Number 17. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. They set the pick. That's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here. And the Lakers making a change here. 1:35 left in the first. Here's Marshall. And it's off the back rim. No good. Lakers trail by 12. Milton defended by Hardy. And he hits the jumper for 2. And so here is Dallas. He dishes it to Marshall. Pass to Lockett. 0. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. There's 57 seconds left in the first quarter. The lead now in single digits.
Great looking bounce pass to set up that play.
Mavericks leading by 8. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 points coming from inside the painted area.
Yep, that's something that the defense has to put a stop to. Maybe a defensive adjustment is necessary here.
Here's Milton. Can't get it to go. And it's Dallas the other way.
In terms of rebounding, it's been a sensational opening quarter.
I like sensational. That's a good word for it.
And they'll keep possession. And the Lakers have possession. A 12-point game. Number 4 buries it from three-point range.
The D has gotten a little lax defending the three-point shot at that end.
Agreed, Clark. They've poured in 3 of the last 5 baskets on pretty open looks behind the arc.
From deep three-point range, and another 3 for the Lakers. Here's Dinwiddie. Oh, he got it! Oh, buzzer!
Knock it down! Right at the horn!
Oh.